Yes. Um, you don't need a new phone to be happy. Tell you that really much. I'm not gonna say names, but somebody asked me what type of phone I have, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, as old as it gets, iPhone 8. Well, the reason why I go uh with older phones because number one, they're on prepaid, means these phones here, if I buy them on the internet through Amazon to Walmart online, it means these phones have been paid for. There's no, you don't have to owe any money on the first part. The only phone, the only new phone I had, they totally knew off the shelf was my iPhone 5C. Now it's totally different because we are just getting on a plan back in 2014. And what happened is, like, I was just getting off the government phone and I couldn't get coverage anymore. So what happened was we got on, and for that phone by itself, it lasted me about a good, the life expectancy, about a good 5 years of usage. And the first time I've gotten a replacement phone from National Walmart, and that was about 2019. And the thing is, my iPhone 5C, it was deleting contacts and things I put on it, and there was a known reason why it did that, and it was just limited on storage of how much it can hold. So needless to say, I kind of went to Walmart.com. I searched iPhone 6. I went, and like when I do go up the generation, sometimes I go up on the gigs too. And here's what the thing I wanted to tell you. I went on a 16 gig phone, so I pay about what 130 at most. Just the phone itself. You and what it is, when I go to AT&T, and that was the first part of it, getting them to activate the phone altogether. It charged nothing. Like, you don't have to worry about the contracting fees. You don't have to worry about the insurance. And if you had something wrong with the phone, you can go to a repair shop. Like, long as you can get the parts for the phone, like, the most common thing with the iPhones at times is the battery. You can find the battery anywhere other than Apple. And then that one lasts me about a good, about 2020, about 3 years. 3 years. So it's like about 3 to 5 years worth of usage. I went through maybe one battery swap out for that phone. And then how I got this one, I had a little trouble with the iPhone 6. To where the LCD went kaput. And I couldn't navigate the phone anymore. I couldn't type, couldn't call out, nothing. So I told, and we went into Walgreens right after I was at the gym. I said, Mom, there's been a trouble with my phone. And, um, and I told her exactly what the issue was. Because I told her I couldn't navigate on the phone, I couldn't type, couldn't call, couldn't get into my apps, anything, because I had lines on the screen. So what it was an LCD trouble. And I was afraid to bring it to the repair shop, knowing they were going to say replace the phone altogether because the parts plus the labor would cost more. So here it is on summer 22. That was around a little bit before my birthday that year, a little bit before the 30th, not 30 for the 30th. So I went on Amazon and I typed iPhone 8, and I kind of went from the 16 gig what my last one had, and went up to about what this one is now is a 64 gig. And This one is, it was like about 160, and it's just not adding the protection gear. The, the, the protection gear can sometimes range from about $10 to $20 a little more, but hey, but I bought the protection gear with it because they're harder to find in Homa. So, the only I remember now, this phone's going on 3 years now. I've had it, and the only typical replacement I had on it was last year with the battery, because somehow I went into my battery settings on here. It gave me a warning saying you need to take this to a shop, and we were homeless for 8 months last year. So we were in the camper, my parents and and I saw my phone have a warning like that. I was like, Mom, Dad, we need to get phone to repair shop. So it was a Saturday before spring break ended. And we so I was in school at the time at Nichols, and that thing could have blown up anywhere, like in the practice rooms, in the classrooms, even on the bus, even in the car, or even at home, at the camper, or in somebody's home. So we had to bring it in on a Saturday to get the guys to take a peep at it and to crack all this open, because I don't trust myself when it comes to these repairs. I bring phones and tablets to a pro. That's the one thing you should do. If you have a repair you need to do, bring it to a pro. I trust them, and I'll pay them whatever I need to pay them to fix it. And what happened was, this thing sparked at a repair shop. The battery was sparking like crazy, but they were able to save the darn phone, and thank God they did. Because if they did not, I'd have to search for a used phone, then get it activated, and that would be a pain in the booty. Yeah, activate the phone through the service if it was capable of doing so, because I don't trust Facebook online at all. I I trust reliable sources like Walmart, Amazon, and it was at the because we had an incident in the family once when my sister brought an iPhone 6, and it was supposed to be an AT&T certified, but it happens to be Sprint and Boost. So we had to get her a phone using AT&T, like through the AT&T premises. But she brought the phone completely out, which she did smart, pretty much. And whenever I do, and this when major parts go out on the phones, like it can be parts that are hard to find, I can easily go like on those sites. And I go because I live on a fixed budget and of what I can afford. So I kind of go on those sites, say I want the next gen iPhone, type the gigs, and go with the cheapest price if I can. Because what they do on the AT&T and some of the mobile plans, that they're going to take the notes you pay for your device, they're going to transfer it to another phone. To me, you already bought the phone, no matter what. No, no attached strings to it. So sometimes a used phone is definitely the way to go if you're on a budget like me. Hope this helps.